Vanachari. Yamunatira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Advaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Bolo Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jai Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhava Ki Jai, Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Singhadev Ki Jai, Shri Shri Gauni Thai Ki Jai, Hare Krishna Ki Jai. Gib ihm mal ein Kissen. Gib dir mal ein Kissen, den Jungen. Nee, das muss sein. Sonst frisst am Popo. Okay, so welcome to our Chaitanya Charitamrita class, and the eternal question of Simhachalam is what? Do we speak English or German? Or Russian? No, kein Englisch.
Who doesn't speak German? Okay, so English.
Du, wir haben eine Übersetzung für Mutter Kishori Kund. Amrita und Julia, ihr könnt ja zusammen übersetzen, dann hat Kishori Kund Stereo. Das kennt man heutzutage gar nicht mehr, oder? Stereo. Früher war das Ding, oder? Stereo. Heutzutage mit dem Mobiltelefon kümmert sich keiner mehr drum. Hauptsache es macht Geräusch, oder? Früher muss es Stereo sein. Da gab es sogar Quattro, oder? Ja. Okay. So, we reading from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Huh? Was? Oh. And we read from the Adi Lila, chapter 7. Verse 18 and 19 we have it in translation. So to speak about this topic, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, is a very great fortune, is a very great opportunity that we have this book, that we know this book, that Srila Prabhupada gave us this book, and in this way he gave us the whole Lila of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is so important because of all the biographies, or how to say, books about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this one is the one what has all the philosophy. First of all, it established the eternal how to say truth about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Pancha Tattva, because before we don't understand this, we get a wrong conception about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And especially for our Indian guests, you will know that in India, the person of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is still not so well known. And if he is known, then he is known as a great saint or some sage. But our approach as the International Society for Krishna Consciousness and Srila Prabhupada is, of course, to give more stress on Chaitanya on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and to really point out, hey, here we have an incarnation. And it's said in the scriptures, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, is said it's the hidden incarnation. So the Lord want to be hidden, therefore he didn't show himself. Now we come and try to chase him out of his shelter. Now we want to make him all known. So that's a little bit a difficult thing. But on the other hand, if the Lord decides want to come out, and this he wanna, because he want that the people take full advantage of this Kali Yuga, of the Harinam Sankirtan. So if he's sincere, then for sure the Lord will come out of his hidden shelter. As he broke his promise when he said he will not fight in the battle of Kurukshetra. But then when Arjuna was hesitating to slay Bhishma, then Krishna broke his own promise and attempted to slay Krishna himself. So when we are really sincere and we want to be tools of the Sankirtan movement, then the Lord for sure will empower us. And how he gonna empower us, this we find out now. We're reading the verse 18 and 19. On the board is only 18. Yang Zaba Lana Prabhura Nitya Vihara Yansapalana Prapura Nitya Vihara. Yang Saba Lana Prabhura Kirtana Prachana. Yansaba Lana Prapura Nitya Vihara. Yansabalana Prapura Kirtana Prachar. Sorry, it takes a little bit to come in the right meter. Yansabalana Prapura Nitya Vihara. Yang Sabalana Prapura Kirtana Prachar. Yang Sabalana Prapura Nitya Vihara. Yang Sabalana Prapura Kirtana Prachar. Okay, somebody else want to repeat? Sabalana Prapura Nitya Vihara. Yang Sabalana Prapura Kirtana Prachar. Yang Sabalana Prapura Nitya Vihara. Yansabalana Prapura Kirtana Prachar. Somebody else? Yansabalana Prapura Nitya Vihara. Ladies. Okay, then we have 19. I just read it. Yansabalana Karina Prema Ashvadan, Yansabalana Dana Kare Premadan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The internal devotees or potencies are all eternal associates in the pastimes of the Lord. Only with them does the Lord advance to propound the Sankirtan movement. Only with them does the Lord taste the mellow of conjugal love, and only with them does he distribute this love of God to the people in general. And we have a purport distinguishing between pure devotees and eternal or confidential devotees. Sri Rupa Goswami in his book Upadeshamrita traces the following gradual process of development. Out of many thousands of karmis, one is better when he is spiritual in perfect Vedic, is situated in perfect Vedic knowledge. Out of many such learned scholars and philosophers, one is actually liberated from material bondage, is better, and out of many such persons who are actually liberated, one who is a devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is considered to be the best. Among the many such transcendental lovers of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the gopis are the best. And among the gopis, Srimati Radhika is the best. Srimati Radhika is very dear to Lord Krishna, and similarly, her pons, namely and Shyamakund and Radhakund, are also very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments in his Anubhasya that among the 5 tattvas, 2 are energies, Shakti tattva, and 3 others are energetic, Shaktiman tattva. Unalloyed and eternal devotees are both engaged in the favorable culture of Krishna consciousness, untinged by philosophical speculation or fruitive activities. They are all understood to be pure devotees, and those among them who simply engage in conjugal love are called Madhurya Bhaktas, or internal devotees. The loving services in parental love, fraternity, and servitude are included in conjugal love of God. In conclusion, therefore, every confidential devotee is a pure devotee of the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enjoys his pastimes with his intimate expansion, Nityananda Prabhu. His pure devotees and his 3 Purusha incarnations, namely Karnadakashai Vishnu, Garbhodakashai Vishnu, and Kshirodakashai Vishnu, always accompany the Supreme Personality to propound the Sankirtan movement. Om Agnanati Mandasya Knananchana Shalakaya Chakshu Midam Yena Tasmai Shigrave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stabidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaparandikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktabrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I'm asking for your blessings to together with you all, that we explore this very esoteric subject matter, and in this way get some inspiration for our day and our life. The verse says, the internal devotees or potencies are all eternal associates in the pastimes of the Lord. Only with them does the Lord advance to propound the Sankirtan movement. Only with them does the Lord taste the mellow of conjugal love, and only with them does he distribute this love of God to the people in general. So the eternal associates of the Lord, who you think are the eternal associates of the Lord, namely? Arjuna, the Gopis, the Gopas, huh? Nityananda, yeah. Yeah. Mataji, you had? No? Yeah, Narada Muni is on the edge. Well, that you shoot high in the air now. Yeah, maybe. I mean, but the parents, Nanda and Yashoda, basically the spiritual world. And when the Lord advances, he takes the spiritual world with him, because the Lord want to be always in the association of his devotees. So first of all, the Lord himself, he is the spiritual world. He is in himself complete and fully satisfied. Therefore he is what? Atmaram, yeah. He's Atmaram. And to taste these pastimes, he expands himself. It's like when I desire to play chess, right? Chess, Schach, chess. And I when I want to play chess. And I know chess only by myself. So I can, play the game and then turn it around and play from the other side and turn it again around and play from the other side. Basically, I play with myself. But is it much of fun? Is it very satisfying for me? Not really. Not really. So what I can do is I expand myself. What is the expansion of myself? Huh? Charu and Murari, yeah. So Charu, and I successful do this, I train Charu. So I am the knower of the chess game. I am the knower of the chess game. But by teaching him, I impart my knowledge onto him. Right? And then I can play with Charu. And because Charu, he has completely freedom, he is actually independent, suddenly I cannot really predict his movements. And from this point, it gets interesting. Right? So it gets so interesting to this point that Charu wanna now always play chess. And I don't want to play chess anymore. It's like, because it's getting better. So, but this is my because I'm human. I'm not completely the Lord. The Lord is always in control of everything. So, but therefore, the Lord expands himself to give himself the experience of having pastimes, of enjoying rasa, and to give his associates service. And this service is very intimate. It's very, nobody else can do, because they are so pure that they only do it with the intention to please Krishna, to please him. Meaning when I play chess with Charu, Charu has the intention to please himself, right? To win over me, right? So, but the devotees of Krishna, they don't have the desire to win over. They want to not please themselves. They want to please Krishna. Therefore, their intention is let Krishna win. Now, on the other side, Krishna thinks let them win, because I love them so much. They are my associates, and it's much more fun if they win. So sometimes he puts them in illusion that they can defeat him, without they wanted it, but somehow they defeat it. Right? So sometimes they're playing with a rope over a river. How it's called? This, when you pull a rope. This is a name. This game where on two sides you have a Tauziehen, yeah. Well, there's an English name as well. This forgot it. Has a name, but everybody knows what I mean, right? So, and Krishna is on one side, and some sakhas on the other side. So sometimes Krishna arranges that, but he's most powerful. What would what is there? It's like, why get chess playing against Charu boring for me for a while? Because after a while, because I'm naturally still better, and naturally I win. So what's the big deal? When I'm okay, I play with him and I win. Ha ha ha, Charu, I won. It's kind of, it's not funny. It's a little bit, I feel sorry for him. So same if the Lord in the spiritual world plays with his sakhas, and he, they're trying on the other side, and Krishna comes and beep, and they all fall in the water. And that's not nice. Jai Jai Shiji Parat Lakshmi Shingadev Ki Jai. This is not nice. So the Lord, he actually wanna surprise them. So therefore, he let them win. Surprise! Oh, we won. We won over Krishna. How this can be, Krishna? How this can be that we win over you? Huh? You see, you're not so powerful. Now we are powerful. Now they gain a little pride. But this pride is still to please Krishna, because Krishna, he loves when he is defeated. Defeated out of love. This is the nature of love. So, and when the Lord descends to the material world, what is in the material world? What awaits him here? Really? Yeah, you go out to Passau. How many devotees you see? If you're lucky, you see Nahari with her basket. Or maybe Tamal Govinda brought the devotees for Harinam Sankirtan. But otherwise, there are not many devotees you will see. But why Tamal Govinda? He doesn't go by himself making Harinam Sankirtan. It's sufficient. Prabhupada did it. Bhakti Bhushan Swami did it when he came to Germany. Oh no, when he was fixed by Shivananda Prabhu. But Prabhupada, for sure, he came alone, played cardless, make Harinam Sankirtan. So why not Tamal Govinda goes alone? Huh? Support, yeah. But what? Protection, maybe, yes, also protection. But actually, Tamal Govinda, he's a ninja, right? He can protect himself. Huh? He needs a Mridanga player, maybe, yes, also, but he could also drum a little bit on the Mridanga, I guess.
He wants to enjoy also.
Enjoy what?
If he will be alone, he will be not enjoying so much. If he will be
Why not? I mean, come on. There's some guys, they come with you, they cannot even play, so what is there enjoyable, They cannot sing, they cannot play. Well, Tamal Govinda, he's very attractive, very shiny shiny little person. I mean, tall person. I mean, you're all right in one sense, but I want to have a particular point pointed out. Yes, for sure also, but
To have association.
association. Why he want to have association?
Because it's
More powerful.
more fun.
Hey, it's more fun. It's more fun. Yeah, I mean, you're all right in one sense, but if you know Tamal Govinda, you know, he has much more fun if there's some devotees with him, right? Ho, 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 you know, makes more fun. And then it's more powerful, it's more attractive, it's more pleasing to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everything comes in place when Tamal has fun. Now, because it's not for his own sense gratification. He knows that the congregational chanting is so powerful. Therefore, Prabhupada, he gathered so quickly devotees around himself. Because Prabhupada, he kind of carried the spiritual world in him. And then he expanded him. So when Krishna descends to the material world, there only is like Tamal goes to Passau. Nobody is there. Therefore, what Tamal does? He collects the spiritual world of Simhachalam, put them all in the gulf, put them all inside, like this. Just like Hare Krishnas travel. We don't do it so much anymore. We traveled we travel. I don't know how many devotees in a Sankirtan van. The Sankirtan van only 3 seats, but there's a big platform where many people can sit like this. And we went till Hungary to the farm. We went like that, and it's really dangerous. Actually, you should not do it. But you know, so he puts them all in a small box, in a small container, you know, and then he brings the seed of bhakti and love to Passau. Does he come now? There he is.
So is he a Shakti Besha avatar or?
Yeah, and there in Passau, he opens up the gulf. And then the whole spiritual world comes out of Simhachalam. And then they're making Harinam Sankirtan. Right? So this is the glories of Tamal Govinda. Now he's asking me, well, what did I miss? Yeah. So therefore the Lord, when he comes, he takes the whole spiritual world with him, because he doesn't feel alone. It's more fun. It's more pleasurable. If he knows that's my body, I can rely on him, right? If Tamal, you know, chooses the devotees around him, for sure he makes sure he has a good Mridanga player. Not only a good Mridanga player, one he can play with. You know, you have good Mridanga players and you have good Mridanga players. And you have some with whom you can play. You know, sometimes you play a tune and then the Mridanga player comes in and want to show what he can. And he brum, 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 brum. And, you know, come on, that's not the beat, you know, whatever. And he takes over the beat. No, you need somebody who is with you, who supports you. Right? So therefore he chooses Mridanga players who support him. Yeah? And so in this way, he immediately unfolds the spiritual world of Simhachalam in Passau. In the same way, when the Lord comes, he collects all his associates in the spiritual world and transfers them in the material world. And this is what Mahaprabhu does in this Lila. He takes his internal associates. And for sure, who is most close to him? Nitai. He takes his brother. Because first of all, Balaram is what?
Cool.
He's cool, yeah. But what makes him cool?
He's strong.
He's strong, therefore he's cool. Nobody messes with Balaram, right? If Tamal goes to Passau again, you know, he makes sure that he has a strong guy. Maybe Atmaram, he takes Atmaram with himself. Because, huh? Oh yeah, Yamaraj also. But I must say, I personally am more scared of Atmaram than of Yamaraj. Because Atmaram, he looks powerful, Yamaraj, he has big muscles, but he looks too cute, especially with his new haircut. So he takes some powerful guy with him, who you better don't mess with. And I remember the Woodstock festival. We went from Prabhu collected all his disciples and as inspiring disciples. I don't know. You were around in this time, I guess. I don't know. And he sent them all. Indradyumna Swami gave a call to Prabhu, said, "I need some men." And Prabhu called Berlin and Vienna and said, "You all go to Woodstock." And we all in a van, all again. I don't know how many, 20 people in a Sankirtan van. We went from Vienna till Poland. Quite an adventure. I think we had to stop in Chemnitz by Matuja. Okay, you remember him, huh? Yeah. And so we went there, and they made. If you ever you know the wood, you probably know the Woodstock Govinda Day for sure. It's like, I don't know if it's now the same as in this time where there was the Village of Peace on top of a hill. And a few times a day, there goes a Harinam Sankirtan party down the hill from the Village of Peace. And the more you come, this whole hill is, people living in tents on this hill who are actually come for the festival. Now, the Woodstock Festival is actually a rock and roll music festival, right? But somehow the organizer is very good friend with Indradyumna Swami, and therefore say, why you didn't come along with your Village of Peace? And this makes this makes such a difference, like two different worlds. And if you come from the Village of Peace, go down where the music festival actually is happening, you really enter hellish planets. You really, what I saw there, somehow or other, back in the days, I come from the scene, but what I saw there, that was really like, oh my God. I saw really people with such pupils, and dirt, and there's all dust and dirt. And I went once in the evening with the group down the hill. So the sun went down, and down in the valley was already dark. Like shadow and dark, or the evening, night came in, where the festival is happening, and on top of the hill you could see shining the Village of Peace. My first impression was also, who read Kafka before? Kafka, Das Schloss. So this was wow, that's like a different world up there, because the sun was still on the Village of Peace, and there was already, and so when we went down, really crazy people who joined, who were attracted by the Sankirtan party. And Indradyumna Swami was singing, and Sri Prahlad was there, of course, and I remember Kavichandra Swami was also in the crowd. And the whole party was protected by Russian devotees. I don't know, Russian Ukraine. For me, I come from communistic time. For me, it's all Soviet Union. I don't know who's there. It's all Soviet Union, the big red brother. And Russian devotees, they were not just Russian devotees. They're not they mostly not like skinny and little, that would have had them, they were all like, and they went aside of the Harinam party, and nobody could touch them, and the devotees could peacefully chant and sing. And then in one moment, some of them, he was also a tall guy, skinny, tall guy, and he only had some shorts on. Only shorts, that was all what he had. And he was dirty, and he really had such pupils. He was, I don't know what was it, but something what really stimulated him to the max. And he came through. He break through, and he was kind of in the crowd amongst the world, like really like a demon, like really like a monster, like, and everybody, oh, what's this? And the next moment, Kavi Chandra Swami, and who knows Kavi Chandra Swami? He's the elderly, skinny, you cannot even say, he is, when you see this book, Jenseits von Raum und Zeit, Beyond Time and Space, there's this yogi on front, right? Who, like, when you see, I remember Kavi Chandra Swami, and he
only eats juice.
Yeah, sometimes he eats a little Shrikant if you want. Yeah, and it was a time that many times he was in Germany, right? He doesn't come anymore. It's such a shame. Yeah, definitely. And so he's also not so tall. So, and he immediately took, remember back this demon there, and Kavi Chandra Swami, he takes his hands, hold him up in the air, and danced with him for a while. And Kavi Chandra Swami, he has this. When he gives class, he speaks like this, and he has his eyes closed, and suddenly he opens his eyes and looks at somebody, and it's really like, wow, like really like, whew, some wave comes through it, And so he opens his eyes and looks at this guy, and this guy looks at Kavi Chandra Swami, immediately fall flat, full Tandavat in front of him, stand up and leave. I thought, wow. Like, that's amazing, So, but the point was, you have this Russian guys, who you don't mess with them. So therefore, he takes Balaram. Now he comes back in the circle, So therefore, Krishna takes Balaram, and he comes in his form as Nityananda. And of course, Balaram is so cool and so strong, but it means also Balaram is also what? Means also what? He's cool and strong. And therefore he's ecstatic here. He's intoxicated. So, and when he comes, he thinks the Lord will come to intoxicate the world, the mature world, with the holy name. So I should set an example, and I'm gonna be the most intoxicated. I'm going to drink the nectar of the Sankirtan movement to the full limit. So therefore, Nityananda, he is the one who comes with the Lord, who makes it even more, who brings all the ecstasy out of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who really, because the Lord, he knows he's still the Lord, and he's still reserved to some extent. But when Nitai comes, he said, come on, let it all go. Bring the mercy out. Bring the mercy out. You're here to propagate the chanting of the holy name. So these two rascals, who are these two rascals? Jai and Vijay, not rascals. Jagai and Madai, they come, you cannot just kill them, although they deserve it. But actually, I'm just your servant. They beat me. Who cares? Give him the gift you really came for. Give him love of Godhead. Right? And this is Nitai brings this out. Come on, bring it out, bring it out. He dances with the Lord. He makes him sitting on the throne of Shiva's Sangam, or of Shiva's Thakur. It's said that the Lord was sitting basically on the throne where the Shalagram Shilas are kept. And when the Lord was sitting down, when Gauranga Mahaprabhu was sitting down, the throne make a cracking sound. So Nitai comes immediately from the back and holds it. And then he expands himself as an umbrella, Ananta Sheikh. And in this way, the Lord is seated in Srivas Thakur's house in the Mahaprakash Lila. So you bring Nitai, but still you have this. when Tamal, we come back to Tamal, because Tamal is our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who travels to Passau. When he goes and he brings the powerful guys with him and the Midanga players with him, what else does he bring? Huh? Yeah, prasadam, books, yeah, for sure. But what else? Huh? Enthusiasm. What makes the boys enthusiastic? Huh? Bhakti, yeah. Prasadam, yes. But when they go, they ate already prasadam. Huh? Yes, holy name. What makes the boys enthusiastic to really go in the mood? Huh? Community of whom? Yeah, you too transcendental for me. Community was schon good. What kind of community? Huh? The gopis. So Tamal knows it's more attractive if I have some good dressed ladies who can sing the holy name, right, and dance. This is very attractive, and he's right. The people are when they see, they see so many. When you go to Passau, you see short pants on ladies. You see short skirts. Huh? On Prabhus also, yes. And the material eye immediately is, oh my God, what's that? But the spiritual eye thinks immediately, oh my God, what's that? Right? Because, sorry to say, I don't know if some people from Passau look, some young ladies with shorts or whatever in the live stream, I don't think so, look like prostitutes, isn't it? But if you bring some nice lady dressed in a sari with tilak and maybe gopi tots or something like that, she looks like a queen. She looks immediately like a queen. So if you bring some heavenly queens to the lower regions of Passau, Tamal, right? The people, they completely forget about the short pants and short skirt ladies. They, what is this? I never saw such women. Are they from this world? They're for sure not from Passau. They must belong to the Hare Krishna movement, right? So therefore, when the Lord comes, he also needs some exchange in this direction. So therefore, he brings, as we said, the gopis. But now it's getting a little bit difficult. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would do with gopis? Yeah, because after all, he becomes a sannyasi. Right? What he should do then with all these gopis? He makes them into boys. And he just vice versa the spiritual world again. Because if you want to be part of the Rasa Lila, you have to become what? You have to become a gopi. Like Shiva had this experience. He had to become a gopi. So if you want to take part of the Sankirtan movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you have to become not a boy, but you have to support the Lord in his pastimes. And when he took his associates, of course, when he was a sannyasi, he had no use for so many closed associates around him who were girls, because it doesn't fit to a sannyasi. So he let them all become boys. Namely whom? Gadadhar, for example. Who else? Srivas. Well, Srivas is more said that he was had the Shakti of Narada Muni. Whom else we have? Six Goswamis, yeah. But the six Goswamis, they were not actually so close. I mean, although in heart they were very close, but in association they were not so close to him. Swarup Damodar. Huh? He belongs to the six Goswamis. But who was always with him? Huh? I'm not. Yeah, but I don't know. Ramananda Rai, for sure. Huh? Well, Advaita is not really a gopi. Advaita is his own tattva. He is and Shiva. So he is, but he is not a gopi for sure. I mean, he's not in that mood. But
this devotee who always wanted to give oil to.
yeah. This was also, but I just forgot the name. Jagadananda Pandit, who was actually Satyabhama. Yeah, right. So therefore, he was always a little bit angry, a little bit on the Lord's case, and the Lord were afraid of him, as Krishna is afraid of Satyabhama. It's like, ooh, better do what she's saying. Yeah. There's such relationships, right? So and they all came because the Lord still wanted. It's not about gender. The Hare Krishna movement is not about gender. So therefore, the Lord doesn't care about if they are in a male or female body. What the Lord cares is the exchange, the rasa, right? Because it's not a mundane thing, where when people in Passau would think, oh, we need girls, because the Lord doesn't, he doesn't have this bodily association or relationship. He has the associationship or the relationship of the heart, of the exchange of the soul. Yeah, so and there you have these different categories who always come with the Lord. Now we have this Srila Prabhupada gives us here this hint that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati in his Amavasya comment, he said that how was it? That here. That of the 5 tattvas, who are the 5 tattvas? Yes, Panchatattva, right? I say 2 are energies, Shakti tattva. So who is this? Whom he refers? I was thinking whom he refers to this? Huh? But he says of the 5 No, but what's with Mahaprabhu? No, but he says he says 2 are energies and 3 are energetic.
Yeah.
So who are the?
Nityananda and Mahaprabhu are
Huh?
So Nityananda and Mahaprabhu are energies, and Gadadhar and Srivas are energetic.
This was.
Nityananda is energetic.
It's energetic, yeah. So there's Advaita belongs to the 3 of them, and 2 are energies. So the energetics, they are like the sun, and the energies of the sun is what? Sun rays, right? And so when you very close to the sun, the sun rays are as powerful as the sun itself, right? It's like Prabhupada, he gives this example, when you put an iron rod in the fire, it becomes fire, it becomes red hot, and it's like, has the same attributes as fire, right? So when you're very close to the energetic, the energy is as the same as the energetic, right? But the more distance the sun rays travel, the more the potency is fading. When it comes to the earth, it's not so burning anymore, not so bright anymore. Lucky for us, I would say. But this is what happens. So, as we all, as our as a constitution, we all belong to the energetic part. We all belong to the Jiva Tattva, basically saying we are race. We are this kind of race emanating from the original source, right? And the more we are away from the energetic, the more we cool down. But not cool down like being cool. Huh? We calm us down and we become hot about something else. We become hot about material life, right? And this is our situation actually. We very cold toward spiritual life. We very cold toward spiritual knowledge. We're very cold about somebody who's on top of us, who maybe controls us. We're very cold to people who want to remind us of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are very cooled down to the point that we almost stiff in matter. We hardly can move. The only thing what matters for us is matter. And how we can use this matter for us. And this makes us more and more cold. More and more cold for the message of the Lord. More and more cold about people who are reminding us about our energetic or our energy. Right? So, and even as devotees, we sometimes if somebody want to remind us of our, hey, we are here actually to please Nrsingadev. We are here to please Mahaprabhu. We are a little bit, come on, don't give me this, We very attracted to the philosophy, because with this philosophy we can explain so many things. Right? I had some of you may know I'm part of different kinds of interreligious groups, and here and there and something, and all is on Zoom nowadays. And I had on Thursday I had in the evening again. So interreligious topics. This doesn't for sure. He doesn't like that. No, yeah, I'm finished. I wind it up because I know that some of your. Yeah, that's right. And I know that some of you complaining the lecture is overtime. So I just say this last comment. So in this interreligious dialogue, it's all by Zoom. And last time there was the organizers, actually three organizers that spaced something out, and they had only two panels, was a Christian and myself. And usually we have, there's a like audience, and we speak to the audience about our point of our tradition, philosophy or whatever. And I really feel how they are, what the Christian, in all respect. I mean, the teachings in the end, when you cook it down, it's all the same. It's all about love of God. But how they explain it, how they know it, or how they can express it, is so poor. I'm sorry, it's so poor. It's something there, and it's it's like. Yeah, but come on, come on, there must be more. I feel like always Mahaprabhu with Ramananda Roy when he said, yeah, but there's more, bring out more, And when I explain from our point of our Vaishnava point, they all like, well, they even cannot answer, and sometimes I think they don't get it, they just don't get it. They immediately switch back to the whatever, although it's so clear. But the good thing is the audience who's there. They're listening from another point of view. They're really trying to listen. What he's saying. Whatever. So we can explain so many things with this philosophy. But do we really want to become energetic again? Do we really want to come close again to Mahaprabhu? Do we really, really, really want to be devotees again? That's my question. Do I want to be really a devotee again? Or do I just want to dress like a devotee, want to look like a devotee, want to be in an association of devotee? Because, outside everybody would think I'm just crazy, but here somehow I found some, what fits, a philosophy, what kind of fits my lifestyle and my understanding of the things. And there are people who kind of accept me and know me as I am, crazy. Is this the reason I'm here? Or do I really, really, really work hard to become energetic again? Because when you become back, when you travel back all the way back to the sun, you become again as the sun. And everybody who comes in touch with you is transformed. Is transformed. So this is my thought about this verse. Do I want to be again really in the closed association of the Lord? Do I really, really want to become one of His devotees again? Or I'm still here, mind my own business, mind my own devotee business, mind the business in the association of devotee. I can sit and give a class. I'm, by the way, now, without I knew it, I considered senior. Like people are, oh, Prabhu, and something, what happened, whatever. And do I enjoy this? I'm only here because here I get some recognition, what I don't get in the outside world? Or do I really, really want to purify myself to travel back home, back to Krishna? And whoever comes in contact with me, I can, because I'm getting more and more of the spiritual Shakti back, what actually is my nature. And everybody who comes in contact with me is transferred. Because I'm reminding him of the real one, of Nrsingadev, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Or do I keep my position to remind him of me? So, by your blessings, I really can develop the desire to become a devotee again. And I'm asking you all, please pray for me that I will have this desire one day to really become a devotee. And I'm sure that here in this association, I will get this desire one day. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada, for your making this movement possible and establishing the spiritual world of the ISKCON society here. And we asking you or praying you, please protect us that we don't contaminate it with too many or with no material considerations, that it really becomes or stays a spiritual movement where people are transferred when they come in the contact with this chakra of the spiritual world of the ISKCON movement. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. So we have exactly no time for questions. Hare Krishna.